Special teams play and rock-solid goaltending were the keys to the Whalers' overtime victory versus the Greyhounds in game number 4. Tonight, the Plymouth Whalers trying to slam the door in the Sioux Greyhounds' playoff hopes and advance to the OHL championship round.
Good evening, I'm your host, Jeff Albanese, and tonight, the Plymouth Whalers and the Sioux Greyhounds battle it out in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. It's do or die for the Hounds as they face elimination here in Game 5.
Jeff, there's no question about that, and John, the Whalers would like nothing better than to get the Hounds on the bus as early as possible tonight to send them back on the long road to the Sioux.
And the Plymouth Whalers don't want to be making that trek themselves either tomorrow or Monday morning up I-75 to Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Mark, last night the Whalers win 2-1 here at the CompuWare Sports Arena. What were your impressions of the hockey game?
We stole one, quite frankly, and you need that in the playoffs. Hopefully, we're not going to have to rely on that today, but I think everyone is feeling very fortunate about it.
And Coach, real quick, last night you guys outworked and out-hustled the Plymouth Whalers. They stole one, I think, from you last night. Do you guys come back with the same intensity here tonight?
Well, definitely. I mean, I think that's one of our characteristics. If you saw us play all year, that we work hard, and we've got an offensive team, but our work ethic is basically our one of our great attributes, and it's going to be no different tonight.
Rob Zepp was very solid between the pipes last night. He lowered his league-leading goals against average to 1.84 with the performance.
Still filing in a few latecomers here. They're going to see an exciting one as we're now underway. Hine takes it in deep, drops it back for Pecker, got the quick shot away. Get it out. He finds Milanovic. He couldn't get it out. A quick shot. Big save by Emery off the way. Moved along the boards, but not out. A quick shot by Fisher. Sticklers in over the line. Fisher with Nistis. Nistis gets a backhand. A save made. Rebound! Just wide.
Fisher kicking it towards the goal line on the return passes. Nistis is being held up there. And there's the, may have been Fisher's stick. It actually appeared to me up here that it was off of his skate as he was dragging it there. No, off the skate, and it goes wide.
Whalers continue to force the play. Right out front, looking for the tip was Fitzgerald. Off the boards and the other way now. Here comes Williams again. Williams moves into the circle, into the slot. Shoots! Save made by Emery. He hangs onto that. Over for Gooley with a shot. Good speed, Jardine in over the line. Takes a look, tries to get the pass. Shoot! Score! Pecker takes a nice feed and puts it up top over Rob Zepp.
Reaching out with that right pad of his. The Greyhounds a good break-in. As you see, they have the Whalers crisscrossing in the defensive zone. And Tomas Kirka did not come back to pick up his man. There's Ryan Jardine carrying it. There's Pecker. Kirka did not keep skating. Tried to get the hook out, and Pecker puts the puck in the back of the cage.
Tries to cover up defensively. The centering pass comes out looking for Vasicek, and Rob Zepp will have none of that. We have a meeting of the minds around the netminder. Up ice they come. Here's Morris. Trying to turn it into a 3-on-2. Morris gets alone. Gets into the slot. A backhander. The rebound. Jared.
The outside, and then gives him the head fake. Cuts to the inside. And is able to go right to the front of the net, unmolested, gets the backhand shot.
Breaking for the net, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald trying to get the pass, directed right out front, Emery with a save.
It's a little give-and-go passing play here. Nistis tries to hit Fitzgerald in front. It goes off of Cleon Smith.
And out come the Hounds. Here comes Richards. Straight into play, Osborne. Richards comes in. Pass, save made by Zepp.
On the left wing side, couldn't catch up to Richards. Sean Fisher takes away the passing lane until the last minute. Richards dishes off in front. John Osborne there redirects the puck, but Rob Zepp closes the door.
Murray drops it down. Fox comes up with it. Gooley wipes him out on the boards. He took a heavy hit, and only because he went down to his knees, and Gooley was coming in full speed to apply the check.
They need to get everybody away from there because of the injured player on the ice. Talking before the game with James Ramsey. Fox has his head up. He sees Gouldy. Gouldy gets the shoulder and part of the upper arm against Fox. His chin strap on properly. Bit of a forearm there by Gouldy, but the penalty's going to be cross-checking, and it's going to go to Nick Jones of the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds.
Pick that one up. Vasicek, and he's going to head man down the ice. Jardine in, short-handed, and a save made. The rebound left. Crisscrossing right through center, tries to stick handle his way through. Passero got the shot, save made. Zepp comes up with it on Zavarel behind the net, right out front. Williams, a shot! Comes up with it, and back comes Sault Ste. Marie. Giveaway inside the zone. Here's McBride, trying to get the pass through, backhanded attempt by Lalonde. Deep behind the net, looking for somebody out front, looks for a wraparound. Passero picks it up, good speed in over the line. Passero with a shot, looking upstairs. Not
Fisher with a little bit of interference, taking his man out of the play. just at the blue line.
First 20 minutes, a couple penalties. You don't want to give this team life, especially right now as they face elimination.
No, they're playing desperate right now, Jeff, and we've got to be able to come out and match their work ethic and match their ability to battle for loose pucks. And I think that's something we haven't done real well the last 2 games, and we've got to pick up our tempo a little bit. We don't want to give this team a chance, and we want to take it to them as early as we can.
Fitzgerald a burst of speed, brought the pass back to Newman in the slot with a shot. Save made the
as they return to 5-a-side, and Jared Newman takes the wrister.
Jardine over the line. Milanovic breaks for the net. The pass comes through, and a save made by Zepp.
Jardine on the right side. Cross ice to Ryan Milanovic. There it is, just underneath the stick of Nate Kaiser.
These telecasts, Jardine tried to get the pass. The backhanded attempt comes back the other way. Passero gets there first and lets it go. Goldie forces the play, comes right out front with a shot. He scores!
Ray Emery went for the poke check at the wrong time. He didn't get his stick out. It would have been better with a sweep check. Dan Passero goes after Weiss. Gouldy gets around his man. That's Vaclav Zavril. Goes towards the front of the net. Watch the poke check. See, Wicket's wide open and actually went off of his pad, the stomach, and actually takes his stick on the ice and swoops it in the corner. He would have been able to have knocked the stick off of Gouldy.
Williams in over the line. Looks to get a shot away. It does. Bounces right in front of the net. By the rebound. Score!
Randy Fitzgerald puts it home as into the second period have the lead. Justin Williams beats Daly to the outside. Emery can't control, and there it is. Randy Fitzgerald, sliding it through the legs of the Sault Ste. Marie netminder, and the Whalers score 2 goals in less than a minute.
On the near side, here comes Morris. He sidesteps a check. McMillan goes after. We got a fight in the corner. Fisher is matched up. Taking a look at Richards, but Fisher skates away from that. Richards wants more. Lalonde comes in. He's got a headlock. Now we got Gibson. He's taking a look at one of the Whalers down there. Comes in again. And the Whalers and the Hounds still trying to measure up one another here. Now Chapman. Chapman and Bernarski decide to go at it. Here's Bernarski. He goes after him with a right. Chapman comes over the top. Bernarski still has his helmet on. Chapman doesn't. Bernarski would like to take an opportunity if he gets it. Trying to measure him up. There he comes over with the top of a couple of good rights. And really laying it to Chapman. Bernarski still tying him up in the corner. Chapman trying to get his arm free, but Bernarski's going to have none of that. Looks for the uppercut. They finally go to the ice. And the linesmen get in there to try to separate them. Odd man rush 2-on-1. Gouldy on the left. Weiss. Gouldy shoots! And it's saved by Emery. A piece of it as well. Emery gets up quite slow. He's shaken up. Now we got another matchup down here in the corner.
Great breakout by Stephen Weiss on the right side. He has Eric Gouldy on the left wing. Weiss waits, makes the pass along the ice. There's Gouldy, and there's the contact with both Gibson and with the netminder Ray Emery. And for the Plymouth Whalers, the Whalers 0 for 2 with a man advantage. There's Eric Gouldy. He does make contact with the goaltender. No.
Half wing boards out to Jarrett with a drive, deflected wide. Brings it out to near point. Kaiser tees up a shot. Save made into the near corner. Williams comes up with a loose puck. Williams goes down to the ice. Play continues on the far side. Bounces right to Rob Zepp, the rebound. Daly out to Vasicek with a shot. Going down to block that one. Weiss is still loose off the side of the net. There's Newman. He tries to tie it up. Had a hold of the stick. And finally gets a handle on the puck. Drives it off the glass and down the ice.
Vasicek. Now Vasicek can't get the shot through. Watch what he does. He grabs the puck. Then he grabs Vasicek's stick. Holds it up until he can kick it to himself. And he rings around the boards. And it gets out to center ice.
Jones takes the shot. Bounced off the chest of Zepp. Up by McMillan. Tried to feed the right side. Breaking in over the line. Richards looked for the backhander. Jamie Lalonde comes in with a shot, a high riser right to the glove. Change here as the Hounds break it into the zone. Drop past Vasicek. Look for the shot. Deflected right to Rob Zepp. He made a great save.
Plymouth Whalers here this evening. But earlier on, Rob Zepp has to make a huge stop as John Osborne gets the first shot. The second shot bounces in the crease.
Left now. Quick shot. Deflected high. Right to Kaiser. Kaiser tees it up. Deflected right to Emery. Loose in front. Fourth situation. Back comes Pecker. Pecker on Kaiser. Kaiser picked his pocket.
Talk to me about sitting in the stands. Obviously, you got injured in game 2, but sitting in the stands and being a fan tonight, do you see a little bit different normally than you would out there on the ice?
Yeah, of course. It's hard watching, but you're up there and you're watching all the chances you get, and then you're watching all the mistakes, and you're like, oh, you should have did this, and then you realize that maybe you're doing the same mistakes, and you kind of learn, but I'd rather not be learning at this point of the year.
What's been the biggest reason for you guys being so successful?
I think the biggest factor is teamwork and work ethic. You know, Pete DeBoer has installed a great system in our team and has preached teamwork and hard work the whole year. And I think we've gelled well as a team. And everybody's done their job. You know, everybody's got a job and a task to do, and we try to do it as well as we can every night.
The face-off circle and went in and hit him hard.
Pacero took that shot, went off the back, or the elbow rather, of Nate Kaiser, and he goes right to the bench. Here's Goldie in with a shot, the rebound off the big save by Emery. And Emery comes back and says something to Goldie as he skates by.
First time this evening that Eric Goldie has gone to the front of the net extremely hard, as he did that in period number 2.
Breaking for the net, Nistis back to Fitzgerald, a backhander, steered just wide. Newman sets it up out of the corner. Looks for the backhanded attempt. Nistis there with him. Brings it back the other way. Nistis barely. Sakava in front of him. Drop back McMillan rather. Right in. Quick shot save made by Zepp. Keep it in at the line. It can't. Goldie onside. Goldie skating right in. He shoots. Goal!
What a huge stop by Rob Zepp at one end of the rink. Does a great job to read the play. Tape-to-tape pass to Eric Goldie. This time Eric Goldie on the breakaway decides to go right through the legs of Ray Emery. Pete DeBoer smiling, Steve Spott smiling. The Plymouth Whalers are now 11 minutes away from going to the OHL Finals for the first time since 1995. But just before the Whalers scored, this was the save that netminder Rob Zepp makes on Rob Chapman, goes right across, and then Goldie clears it out.
Osborne bounces loose on the left side. Big hit on the near side. Osborne out of Vasicek. Try to centering pass. Dribbles right to Rob Zepp. It's loose, and he finally reaches out and covers up. And Marie, as he followed that one up nicely, right out front. This is deflected wide. Backhand, and this is another attempt.
They're trying to go after a fourth goal. Justin Williams had a great shot just before this, and then centers it back out in front. Nistis tips it, and then Fitzgerald gets the rebound. Championship Series returning here a week Sunday or Monday.
There with him to try and knock that one down, teeing up a big drive.
Vision, so kind of a return to that format now.
Quick shot.
Release of the Ontario Hockey League.
Centering pass out front, a great save by Rob Zepp.
Although Zepp was down on both pads, he takes up a lot of room on in the net.
Ahead to Nistis. Fitzgerald breaks for the net. A save made. He took controlled now. Down the ice it goes. It's history. The Whalers are the Western Conference champions for the year 99-2000. And having accomplished what they have just puts a big exclamation mark on the season here for the Plymouth Whalers. And the crowd really staying with the Whalers here tonight. They are watching this handshake at center ice, and congratulations from both of the teams to one another. And of course the Whalers moving on now to the OHL Championship Series against either the Barrie Colts or the Belleville Bulls in a week or so hence.
Number 37, the good doctor, Eric Goldie, the overager, puts in 2 tonight as finds his team advancing to the OHL Championship.
Here the game, Jeff, is Eric Goldie, the Plymouth Whalers, with 2 goals tonight. First of all, Eric, how sweet is it?
You know, I still have chills, and the game's been over for about 5 minutes and hasn't gone away. You know, I never expected this coming back this year, and it's just nice to be on this ride.
What about the fan support that you've received through this Western Conference Final, and now that you're looking forward to the Championship Series?
Well, you know, the fans have been unbelievable. Everybody says Plymouth is quiet. You can go in there and win a game. But I like a lot of people look at our home record, and you know, that has to do a lot with the fans. They come in here and we know the fans are going to be behind us and give us a lot of support. And it's just great to play in front of a crowd in Plymouth here.
Eric, one last question before I let you go. I did this before the conference final started. I asked you at the end of the Windsor Series, who did you want to meet, Barrie or Belleville?
Like I said then, like I said now, it doesn't make a big difference to me. We got to win 4 games to make it to the Memorial Cup, and that's what we got to do.
Take a look at him now. Of course, the goals. 3-1 in favor of the Whalers. Shots on goal ended up 32 apiece. A little unusual there with the Greyhounds coming back in the third period.